The painful rebirth of the eagle. On top of a towering cliff, where only the deep blue sky and fierce winds reigned, stood an old eagle in deep contemplation. Vihar the eagle, once the ruler of the skies, was now weakened by age. Vihar looked down at his feet. His talons had grown long and curved, no longer as sharp as before. His once powerful wings were now burdened with thick, heavy feathers, making it difficult to soar. Worst of all, his beak had become dull and curved, no longer sharp enough to tear into prey. Vihar sighed.
I can't go on like this. But if I don't change, I'll starve.
He knew he had only two choices: give in to weakness and perish, or endure a painful rebirth to continue living. After a long moment of thought, Vihar made his decision.
I will take the hard path, for it is the only way to fly again.
Vihar flew to the highest mountain he had ever known, a desolate place with no enemies, no prey, only wind and stone. Step 1. Breaking the old beak. Standing before a massive rock, Vihar knew that his dull beak was now useless. Crack! He struck the rock with his beak. A sharp pain shot through his entire body. Crack! Crack! With each strike, his beak cracked further, and blood began to trickle. But Vihar didn't stop. He knew that this was the price to pay for a sharper, stronger beak. After many painful days, the old beak finally fell off, and during the agony, Vihar waited for the miracle, a new razor-sharp beak to grow. Once his new beak was strong enough, Vihar moved to the next step. He used his newly grown beak to pull out each of his old talons that had grown too long and weak. Each pull sent excruciating pain through his bones, but he persisted.
I can't stop halfway. If I don't do this, I will never regain my strength.
Weeks passed, and finally, his new talons began to grow sharper and stronger than ever. Vihar's feathers had grown too thick and heavy, weighing him down. He knew he needed a change. With his sharp new beak, Vihar plucked out every old feather, each one falling away, leaving his body bare and exposed to the cold wind. The pain was unbearable, but he remained steadfast.
Just a little longer, and I will soar again.
For over 5 months, he endured and waited. Finally, his new beak was complete. His talons were powerful, and his feathers had regrown, sleek and strong. On a bright morning, Vihar felt a surge of new energy coursing through his body. He stretched his wings, feeling the wind flow through every feather. Vihar soared. He felt the wind lift him higher, stronger than ever before. He was no longer an old, weak eagle. He had become a faster, fiercer, and wiser version of himself. From that day on, Vihar lived for another 30 years, conquering the skies and becoming a legend among all creatures.